And this time he's going to go deep down this sideline. It is caught. A.J. Green for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders!
That sounds like football. Cincy and Oakland, week one. We are getting ready for a guy who was just months removed from being on that Oakland roster, MJD. Let's talk, first of all, about the Raiders and a key to victory for them in this game. New faces on both sides of the ball, a new head coach. This team has to get confident early.
Well, not only that, they're very young. And I think when you're young, you don't know any better. So the faster you start, the better you play, the longer it lasts. And so you want to get confidence early. You have your young back, your young wide receiver, your young quarterback, a young left guard. I mean, new center. You got all these new pieces. If you can get going early and get Amari Cooper going, Latavius Murray going, it could be a big day for you. And they like that up tempo. And I think that helps out a ton. So if they can get the ball rolling and throw the ball around, get Crabtree going, I think these guys will be nice.
Well, hey, you know Jack Del Rio wants to change the culture there. It helps if you do that from the opening snap of your week one game. But when you switch sides and you look at Cincinnati, the Bengals obviously have some things they want to do quickly as well. One of them is run the football.
Well, you have to get the ball to Jeremy Hill and Giovanni Bernard. I mean, these two guys are weapons. Use them early and often. Don't worry about Andy Dalton. Let the game come to him. Don't force it. And this is Hugh Jackson. He's coming back home to Oakland. You have to run the ball. Run the ball. You got two workhorses back there. Use those guys because when you can use them, it opens up the play action. You get A.J. Green one-on-one with one of these young corners. You never know what might happen. You'll be able to, kind of stall Khalil Mack in his pass rush. Run the ball. When you run the ball, they used to say, running the ball cures almost everything.
Yeah. And sometimes shaky quarterback play from Andy Dalton. They say a running game is a quarterback's best friend. Maybe that's the case in his game. When you switch it and you look at Oakland running the ball, how do the Bengals stop that?
Well, you know what? They have to attack the right side of the offense. You have two guys. You have Webb at right guard. You have Howard at right tackle. Howard played right guard last year with me, and Webb played left tackle last year.
Inside info.
Right, exactly.
I mean, you were right there with those guys.
So these two guys are playing two opposite positions. The communication might not be there. And to be honest with you, they've struggled in the preseason. So you have to attack their weakness. And I think that those two guys right there, I'm not saying that they won't end up being really good players, but right now they're not where they need to be. And if you can get Geno Atkins, you can get Carlos Dunlap, those guys to rush on them, Derek Carr's going to have a long day.
All right, it is week one football. You predict in this one?
I'm going to have to go Cincinnati. I love the Raiders. It hurts me to say this.
I feel the hurt
but I
from
can't
you.
go with my heart. I have to go with my head. I'm going to have to say Cincinnati.
All right, he's picking the Bengals in week one. Can't wait for that game. And if you can't wait for some football action, you want it right now, want to get your football fix, you can get it 24/7, literally around-the-clock football coverage by watching NFL Now Live.